Welcome to Exam Sale. In this short guide I will walk you through the syllabus for the Juniper Automation and DevOps Associate exam so you know exactly what to study and practice. High-level overview of the domain weights. Python PyS is 20%, Ansible is 20%, REST API is 20%, XML management and netconf are 15%, data serialization is 15%, and Junos automation stack and DevOps concepts are 10%. The exam mixes hands-on tasks and conceptual scenarios, so expect practical exercises alongside knowledge checks. Python PyS covers automating Junos devices using Python scripts and the Junos PyS library and carries 20% of the exam weight. This medium difficulty domain expects about 12 hours of study and uses hands-on and conceptual assessments. You will learn PyS architecture, installation and environment setup, and how to connect to devices using the device object with authentication options including SSH keys. The domain also covers managing timeouts and exceptions, establishing persistent connections, retrieving device facts and inventory, executing operational commands, parsing RPC output, and performing configuration management with the config utility including loading changes, commit and rollback, using Jinja 2 templates, and adding robust error handling and logging in Python scripts. Ansible also accounts for 20% and focuses on using Ansible playbooks to automate Junos configuration and operational tasks at a medium difficulty level. Plan for about 10 hours of study and expect both hands-on and conceptual assessment types. You will learn Ansible architecture and control node requirements, creating and managing inventories, and defining host and group variables while structuring playbooks with YAML and using the Juniper Junos collection. The syllabus also covers connection methods such as netconf versus local, using Ansible Vault for sensitive data, operational modules for commands and configuration modules for changes, software upgrades, device reboots and connectivity checks, Jinja 2 templating for dynamic configuration, comparing configuration changes with diffs, and handling errors and conditional execution in playbooks. The REST API domain is 20% and teaches interacting with the Junos REST API for device management and data retrieval at medium difficulty. Estimated study time is 8 hours and assessments are conceptual and scenario-based. You will learn REST architectural constraints and how to configure the Junos REST API service, plus authentication methods including basic and token-based approaches. The domain explains HTTP methods like get, post, put and delete, standard HTTP status and error codes, using the Junos REST API Explorer, request and response headers, and formatting output in JSON and XML for automation workflows. XML management and netconf represent 15% and focus on the underlying communication protocols that enable Junos automation at medium difficulty. Allocate about 6 hours for study and expect conceptual and scenario-based assessments. You will learn XML document structure and syntax rules, using XPath to navigate XML hierarchies, Junos XML tag naming conventions, and how CLI commands map to Junos XML RPCs including generating XML output from the CLI and handling namespaces. The netconf portion covers protocol layers and transport, standard netconf operations such as getConfig and editConfig, Junos-specific netconf extensions, session establishment and capabilities exchange, candidate and running data stores, and locking and unlocking configurations via netconf. Data serialization is 15% and is easier in difficulty, focusing on parsing and structuring data using JSON and YAML for automation workflows. Study time is about 5 hours and assessment is conceptual and scenario-based. You will learn YAML syntax rules and data structures, JSON data types and nesting, and converting data between XML JSON and YAML for different use cases. The domain also emphasizes identifying syntax errors, basic schema validation concepts, and choosing the appropriate serialization format for a given automation task. Junos automation stack and DevOps concepts make up the remaining 10% and provide a high-level view of DevOps principles and the Junos automation toolset at an easy difficulty level. Expect about 4 hours of study with conceptual and scenario-based assessment methods. You will learn the DevOps philosophy and cultural goals, the benefits of infrastructure as code, and an overview of continuous integration and continuous deployment pipelines. The domain also outlines the Junos automation libraries such as PyS, Ansible and Salt Stack. the differences between on-box and off-box automation strategies, and when to automate the management plane versus the control plane. That covers the full syllabus for the Juniper Automation and DevOps Associate exam and the exact domain weights you need to prioritize. Focus on hands-on practice for PyS and Ansible. Study protocol details for REST API and netconf, and reinforce data formats and DevOps concepts through small projects and labs. Good luck with your preparation and use this guide to plan study sessions and practical exercises.